Let's go to Warholm in the 400. I'm curious to see Karsten Warholm in a 400. Now, he said he's going to run it in Lausanne. His PB, he's run sub 45 before. He's also never run it coming off of running a 45.9 in a 400-meter hurdle race. I would like to see Ry Benjamin in here as well because I want to see these two match up in whatever race they do. You love the person running a 400 who's not a 400-meter runner. They could be a 200-meter runner. They could be a 400-meter hurdler. They could be an 800-meter runner. It doesn't matter. So he's run 44.87. So he would only need to drop about he has to run basically 1.1 seconds faster without 10 hurdles in his way. Do you think he can do that?
I'll tell you what he can do. I'm bringing it up. I'm going at the points table.
Oh, wow. That's going to give him a lot of credit.
His 45.94 is 1,340 points, which for an outdoor 400 is 42.77. So he's going to run 42.77. Just knock a few tenths off that world record. So
Karsten Warholm broke the points table is what happened there.
Broke the points table, yeah. He found the limit. So, I mean, he's going to run 44 low. That's probably what he's going to run, right?
I don't know, man. It'd be pretty crazy if he ran 43, but I think he can run 43.
Yeah. I just feel like the amount of energy and explosion and just like mental fortitude going into that final, it's just not going to be there for an open 400 at a random Diamond League. Like he's not going to push his limits to a place where no return. You know what I mean? Like,
wait. We're talking about Karsten Warholm here.
He had a reason though to run that 40. I know, but he had a reason. As much as it is Karsten Warholm, he had though still a reason. Like, I don't think he runs that time in Monaco if against Ry Benjamin, if they were both running the 400-meter hurdles in July. Do you think he runs 45.9 against Ry Benjamin?
No. Right? But even if he ran, all right, but even if he's in shape, if you're saying he's in 46 high shape for the hurdles, not 45 high shape for the hurdles, that's still like he ran. So when he ran, this is not the greatest comparison, but he ran that 44.87 in 2017. That same year, his 400-meter hurdle PB in 2017 was 48.22. So he's gotten over 2 seconds faster since then.
Galaxy Brain. Ready for Galaxy Brain? When you run the 400-meter hurdles, you actually get 10 mini breaks in the race. So he was actually doing a 10, 10-meter repeats. I don't know how the distance between the hurdles are, but like 40-meter repeats. Because when you're going over the hurdle, yes, you use a lot of energy to get your body up, but that moment when you're floating, your body's not moving. That's like half a second of rest that you don't get on a flat 400. So he was actually just doing, 10 by 40 meter sprints, which is not the same thing as doing a 1 by 400 meter sprint. Therefore, he's only going to run 44 low.
44 low, I think, is the slowest he goes. I think we could see a 43 here from Warholm. I think we could see a 43, obviously,
for the record.
From Ry Benjamin. Yeah, your idea about the 10-meter breaks is kind of insane. Listen, I mean, his technique obviously improved, so you can't just draw a straight line and say, well, he ran 44.87 in the flat four the same year he ran a 48 in the 400 hurdles, so he's going to run 3 seconds faster now. Obviously, that's not the case, or even 2 seconds faster now, but I do think that's instructive. He hasn't run a ton of 400s in his career. That's why I'm so excited to see it. Listen, top of the list, I'd like to see him and Benjamin run it back in a 400-meter hurdle race, but we're not going to see that. That would be the top of the list.
Here's a question. If he runs 43.84, which would be better than Stephen Gardner's Olympic win, does Stephen Gardner have to give him the 400-meter Olympic gold so you have both?
Well, I did say last year, 2 years ago, that Sifan Hassan won the 5,000 in Doha, even though she didn't run the 5,000, because when you win the 15 and the 10, you have to give up the medal in between. No, I don't think he
Yeah.
has to give that up. I'll put some weight on the rounds versus no rounds, but if he does do that, though, I'm going to need to open up a new browser window. I'm going to need to get that Eugene 2022 schedule going to see if that double is possible, because I think he would need to start thinking about running both at that point.
Here's the thing. Just got a comment from someone on YouTube talking about Warholm. Whenever we see someone do really well in a 400-meter hurdle, you kind of just want them to do other things, right? You want to see, because the hurdles just feel like it's finding ways to stop you from your full potential of how fast your body can go, right? Open 400. But what we need a live event. This is like UFC style, boxing match, whatever. You get Dana White in there to kind of to announce it, get Joe Rogan doing play-by-play. Held in Norway. Do it at whatever time. We need Karsten Warholm versus Jakob Ingebrigtsen in an 800. Who do you think wins?
Jakob Ingebrigtsen.
Okay, okay, make
He
it
ran
600.
328 and 800.
Make it 600. Make it a 600. Make it a 600. Who wins a 600?
Yes, 600 gets interesting.
That gets interesting.
Yeah,
Because it'd be kind of cool. Both Norway boys just going at it.
Yeah,
King of Norway. That's what we call it. The King of Norway. This could be like a la, who is it? Michael Johnson versus
Donovan
who
Bailey.
did he race? Donovan Bailey. We could do that. We could do that again. 600. Karsten Warholm versus Jakob Ingebrigtsen. 600 meters. Live from Norway. King of Norway. Winner gets the key to the city. The key to the country.
The winner gets the last Viking hat. They only make
the
one
last
more,
Viking
and
helmet.
they get it. 600, I go Warholm. Anything above 600, I'll go Ingebrigtsen. This
okay,
400
what about
they run,
610 meters? 610 meters.
anything above 600, I'm going Ingebrigtsen. 601, Ingebrigtsen gets him. That's where I'm staying. Do you remember when the Bolt Farah stuff came out, and then someone did an analysis about what the best distance for them to race, and it was like 587 meters or something? I remember I was at a pre-classic and I asked Farah about it, and he just kind of laughed.
Well, here's the thing. Like, there has been other 400-meter hurdle / 800-meter crossover. Like, some people, there's the argument. They say 400-meter hurdles is the hardest race. Some people say it's the 800. So you have that in common. But we saw like Brandon Johnson. Was it Brandon Johnson who was a 400-meter hurdler and was able to run 144, 145 in the 8? I think Karsten Warholm, his work ethic, I think he could run a fast 800. I think he could run 145.
I think maybe not 145, but he's pretty big. Jakob's run 146, but that was before he became a 328
guy
runner. I guess he did that last year, 2020. So he'd be right around that range. It doesn't seem fair for Warholm to run without hurdles, because those seem to be the only thing that keep a lid on his just sheer force of will across the track. Like that, his first 200 in that 400 in Lausanne without hurdles is going to be nuts. Someone get a watch out for that split, because I just feel like the only thing that keeps that guy contained is the fact that he has to stay on schedule with his steps. Yeah, slow down and stay on schedule with his steps. Otherwise, he would just be completely out of control. So I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I'm looking at the last time he ran a quarter. So he ran a 400. He ran one indoors in 2020, 45.9 indoors. 2019, he ran 45.05. Oh, this is indoors. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah. 2019 ran 45.05. So he's run a 400 pretty much every year. He just hasn't set a PB since 2017. So I think PB for sure. Low 41, I think, is the floor, and then I think he goes from there.